Welcome back. I'm Emily at Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels, Part 12, Episode 8 of the Timeline. June 5th, 2025. I'm thankful. It's my free day. I'm going to the country to help our friend. When I arrive, he is not home. So I sit on his glider swing on his front porch and I wait on him. And believe me, I did not mind. A short time later, my phone rings. He asked, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm sitting on your front porch. Where are you?" He said, "I'll be there shortly." We hung up. I continue to sit and enjoy the country air until he arrives. A short time later, he did arrive. I cleaned, I finished, and then I went home. When I get here, I do continue to sit outside. I even see another or the same blue jay bird in flight as it flies toward the fence. And as I watch, and then a short time later, I went inside and I call it a day. June 6, 2025. It's Friday. I will begin to write an episode for Wednesday night, Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels, at 8 o'clock p.m., found on Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index Audible, Listen Notes, RSS.com community, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and also publicrss.com. You may also email us at lowercase letters Emily McMahon 208 at gmail.com and or SD McMahon 1959 at gmail.com, and also a phone number to call 405-681-8098. Call, leave a message if no one answers, and we thank you and appreciate it all. And then later this evening, I'm outside. I have not seen my furry black and white new friend around in a couple days, so I'm certainly happy to see him or her sitting on the edge of my fence. It looks to me like it's trying to find its way down. And in the third picture I take of it, it is walking down the fence. It sees me. It's walking toward me, getting closer, and it walks right by me. It walks over to the mat by the sliding glass window, looks in, it lays down, and in the next two pictures, it just lays here. I watch him for a while. The cat seems comfortable laying on the mat, so I let it. June 7th, 2025. Before I do much this morning, I have 4 pages to finish writing for the episode. So I will do that and then reread, time it, and I have a few edits. When I finish, I went for a drive through the cemetery. I don't have my phone with me. I left it on the table to charge, but I will go back to get it before I go on a short road trip. Just a day trip, because I do know the episode is written, it is reread and timed, and I know it is ready to record. So I'm taking advantage of the free time right now. Everyone have a good day. June 8th, 2025. I thank God. Yesterday evening, after getting back from their short road trip, I feel rejuvenated. I believe it is what I needed. Today I feel well rested, so I'm going to the country to clean for our friend. When I arrive, he's sitting on the glider swing on his front porch. I went inside and start the dishes. He came inside to share with me his bills, to pay them also. I did help him. When I'm finished with the cleaning and folding the laundry, we went for a ride, and on our way back to his house, we stopped for lunch. Well, a late lunch, early supper. After getting him home, I leave to go home too. When arriving, I sent to relax and I fell asleep in the chair. And that's very unusual for me. But when I woke up at 11:30 p.m., I thought, oh wow, why'd I fall asleep in the chair as I get up to go to bed? My head hits the pillow, and before my eyes closed, I thought, I must have needed the rest. June 9th, 2025. This morning when I wake up, I feel good. I pray for my babies, my family and friends. I pray for Wyatt and Megan. And then I think of the other babies, the others at the cemetery. I get tears in my eyes. I look at the glare of sunshine shining through and I ask, why? A few seconds later, I pray to God. I pray to get the cemetery done. Done as in fixed. Then a few thoughts came to mind. I asked God to give me a sign. I will get the cemetery fixed and done for Megan, for all of them. I said in a quiet voice, will I help her? Then I get up. I walk out of the bedroom into the kitchen and I start my day. As I do, I start seeing number sequels, as in 222. When I see it, I take a picture of it. Then I thought and feel happy and thankful, and I said, thank you, babies. Then a thought, a second of what 222 means, and I said, no, thank you, babies, with tears in my eyes. Then I thought, oh my gosh, thank you, God. This is a sign. This is my sign. I said thank you to my angels and God again, and I went about my day. Then later on, I had noticed on March 24th, 2025, a video was taken in the area of Babyland 6th West. I watch it, and I do have to say, good information, and it's good to have. June 10th, 2025. Good morning, all. Have a great day. It's a day to record. Well, I will try. At 3:00 p.m., I took a break and went to the cemetery. I pull up to Wyatt's area. I take a picture from a distance. I visit with him, and then I pull around to visit Megan. I take a full view picture of Babyland 6th West. Megan has no flowers. In fact, there's only one plot that does. It's the Mother Mary statue. In the third picture, it's of the southeast headstone. The rock headstone is not visible. And then it moves on to the west to the headstones and the Mother Mary statue. In the fourth picture, it's of Megan's area close up. The area is overgrown with grass. The fifth picture is of the lineup of the small newly set in drain onto the black and white Babyland sign to the double headstones. These headstones that are out of place along with the other headstones in this area. And then onto the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, to the tree, and on to the west to the newly set in headstone. The headstones to the south of this area is out of location, and so are the headstones to the north of this tree. In the next picture, it's of Megan's area again, and as I take a closer look, there are blue and white flowers on another headstone to the west. There is also water laying on the ground and in the grass. In the seventh picture, it's a full view area picture of the north side of the existing tree to the headstones of where the north tree was located. These headstones are dislocated. The next picture is of the same area. The ninth picture is taken of the existing tree on the north side of the tree, the water on the ground located west of the tree. And as I sit in my car, because of the grounds are wet, I have to wonder, what was the purpose of their doings? I sit visiting and taking in the peaceful quiet. I soon leave the cemetery and went home to do the recording. I did get it, and I thank God. June 11th, 2025. The episode airs tonight at 8:00 p.m. is my first thought this morning, and then I thank God after. I start my day by cleaning my house. I spent most of the day inside, and I have a clean house now. Later this evening, Madison came by to visit, and I'm happy she did. When she leaves, I relax until bed. June 12th, 2025. Happy free day. We went to our friend's house to go to the stores with him, Madison and I. We spent most of the afternoon out there, and when we finished, I take Madison home and I went home. I get home to sit to relax because I need to. Before bed, I watch TV and then say good night. June 13th, 2025. Looks to be a nice day to be outside. Sunny and 84 degrees. So I spent the first half of my day outside by the pool. Some of the second half of my day, I drive through the cemetery. I drive through because I did not have my phone with me. And there are a lot of people out here, and it is good to see. Loving and keeping our loved ones alive. That's what it's all about. As I drive through the east side of the area, I drive over to the west side. I sit at each of their area for a little bit and then leave the cemetery. I go for a short drive, and then as I thought, since it's not raining, without checking the forecast for the next few days, I went to the car wash to clean my car, to finish, to get home, to know now it will rain tomorrow, as it figures. You wash your car, it will rain. June 14th, 2025. I did not start to write the episode yet, so I'm writing today. It usually takes about 4 hours, but today it's off and on as I also do laundry. When I get done writing later this evening, I'm also done with the laundry and I decide to kick back and watch a movie. A movie. Something I haven't done in a while. I've just been too darn busy. So I did sit down to watch it. The phone rings. I sit and talk on the phone the whole time while the movie is playing. When I hang up, I thought to myself, I didn't watch any of this movie. And then I say good night. June 15th, 2025. Thank you, God. Thank you, my angels. Okay. Other than writing and rereading and timing, and also recording during this week, I'm going to fast forward because I'm so busy with other things going on in my life. And yes, Madison has gone to the cemetery, but I've not had time to. And I truly apologize. But at times, time gets away from you and me. So a week later, June 22nd, 2025, thank you for being patient. And let me just say, I did start to write the episode for this Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. I finished the writing this morning, but I have not timed it or reread it. But you know I will. This evening I went to the cemetery. I feel guilty I have not been here in 7 days. As I pull up to Wyatt's area, I visit with him. I snap a photo of when I first pull up and 2 more pictures as I walk up to his area. In the 4th picture, it's of Wyatt's headstone. His flowers are here. In the 5th picture, it's of the overtop area of his headstone. I had to sit down with him. I visit with him. I snap a few more pictures, and I went to visit Megan. The first picture I take as I pull up to Babyland 6th West, I notice a white aura in the picture. The grass still has not been mowed, and it could be because the grounds are still saturated with water. Picture 2 is of the full view area of Babyland 6th West, and in this picture I see the white aura on the edge of the street east of the area. The 3rd picture is taken south of the lineup from the newly set in drain east of the existing tree to the newly set in headstone west of the existing tree. The picture also shows the full view area from the electrical pole to the north of the existing tree. And the 4th picture shows the same view as picture 3. In picture 5, my gosh, the grass is crazy deep. The ground west of Megan's resting plot is bare ground from the water that has sat there a while. And in this next picture I take, it shows the grass so tall, it's even over the headstones. The 7th picture shows a headstone hidden in the tall grass and dried cracked mud on top of the headstone. Sad to say, but you can't tell if a headstone is there or not. In the 8th picture, it's taken at the south side of the tree, showing west. There are headstones to the south, in which these few headstones showing should be at rest north of this tree, not south. The 8th picture, it shows a headstone that now sits on the south side of this existing tree, but used to sit south of the north tree as the pictures show. The 9th picture is of the southeast headstone, and I can visualize the very top image of the rock headstone hidden in the tall grass, and then on to the west are headstones and the Mother Mary statue. And also in this picture are 3 headstones that back before 2015, and the headstones were washed away by flood water, I used to sit south of them at Megan's resting plot and care for their area too, as we did for the rock headstone and the southeast headstone. But now this area is a mess. And no matter how many times I speak of it, it's ignored, or I have been told, not at this time. And if not then, when? Can we do it now? to get it fixed? In the 10th picture, it's of the rock headstone close up. And yes, there are small white rocks at the west side of this rock headstone. And I am hoping still it's the family members who replaced the small white rocks, because they haven't been here before in all the years since the headstones were washed away until recently. So that's why I hope it's family, and I would like to talk to them. In the 11th picture, the grass is overgrown. The Mother Mary statue has flowers, and there is another headstone east of the Mother Mary statue that also has flowers. In the next picture I take is a close-up of this headstone area. The 12th and 13th pictures show the rock headstone and the small white rocks. The 14th picture is a full view, taken wide view of Babyland's 6th West area. The 15th picture is a wide view from the electrical pole to the small drain set in 2019, when the drains were being fixed after all these years. And then on back west to the newly set in headstone was also set in 2019 at this same time. To the north of the tree, where the north tree existed until it was cracked in half by a storm and cut out, it was removed because not a tree, not one tree was cut down in 2015, 2016. Let's take a look at the pictures, before, during, and after. The next two pictures is from the electrical pole to the north of the existing tree, which my family, and friends have always known as the South Tree, where Megan is laid to rest, west of the South Tree. The south side of the rusty old drain shows in this picture too. The 18th picture is from the east on the other side of the street, east of Babyland 6th West. It's a full view picture, and looking at this picture, I would love the city to demonstrate to us that they cut down a tree, the South Tree, after the floodwater moved the headstones to the south. Because days before the flood, there was no tree there to cut down, only one tree. After 2016, October 2016, all there is to show for a tree to be there or to be portrayed to be there was a dirt pile that grew bigger and was even added wood chips on top of the dirt to portray a tree was cut out. But pictures before, during, and after shows no tree to cut down. The one tree, the existing tree, the South Tree, still stands, and we know it. In the 19th picture, it shows from the electrical pole to the north of this same existing tree, from the small drain to the west, past the existing tree to the newly set in headstone. And in the 20th picture, it shows 7 headstones out of place, with 3 of these headstones barely seen due to the overgrown grass. Wow, is all I can say right now. I went to the car. I sit looking out at the area, knowing what I know, and taking all these pictures, telling the story, the true story. And today, just now, taking 20 pictures. And that's why I say, wow. 20 pictures, and all I need is one. And I do have a question. How do you people sleep at night? I then leave the cemetery with mixed emotions and knowing this will not go away until they own it, they fix it. I get home to relax and reflect. Thank you for listening. Stay kind with your words.